Hello, everyone. Welcome to Powering Progress, an annual celebration of your impact on the MS movement. I'm Sonia Bryson Kirksey. I'm a proud mother and grandmother, a veteran, a singer, and someone who has been living with MS for 8 years. And I'm thrilled to be here today to celebrate the amazing milestones we accomplished this year. Before we dive in, let's take a moment to get to know each other. Share in the chat where you're from and how you support the movement. Do you volunteer, donate, fundraise, advocate? Say hello and connect with others who share your passion for making a difference. Speaking of making a difference, we need to give a special thank you to our event sponsor, Genentech. A world free of MS can only become a reality when we come together, bringing our talents, donating our time, and generously giving to help drive the MS movement forward. Because of your dedication and contributions, we're getting closer every day to a world where MS no longer exists. And I know that's something a lot of us are looking forward to. I know I am. When I was diagnosed with MS, I was just 2 months away from my retirement from the military. I didn't know what MS was, and I was reconciling a major life and career change. I am a singer, and I was worried MS would affect my ability to sing. At first, it felt like there was so much I couldn't do, and I just wasn't sure what my path forward would be. But I didn't give up or give in, and it has opened up the doors I could never have imagined. I auditioned to sing the national anthem for the Tampa Bay Lightning, which I've been doing now for 10 years. And I have found so many ways to take action for myself and others who live with MS. I'm proud to be a part of my local board of trustees to participate in Bike MS, Walk MS, and more. It's so uplifting to be surrounded by support and enveloped in this cause that is MS. However you contribute and whatever brings you here today, your support makes all the difference. We could not have come this far without you. I'm excited to hear about our amazing accomplishments this year.
We are a movement by and for all people affected by multiple sclerosis, and our movement is powerful. It takes every single one of us working together to create a world free of MS. Because of you, we're closer than we've ever been. This year, 670,000 of you donated generously. 170,000 of you fundraised a staggering $88 million. And nearly 38,000 of you volunteered your valuable time at events, on committees and boards, in the office, and to help ensure no one has to face MS alone. Our movement is powerful, and because of you, it's growing. Together, we connected over 367,000 new people to our movement in 2023. Because of you, the National MS Society is the place to go for people with MS to get what they need to take control of their MS journey so that they can be more than MS.
MS doesn't define who you are, it doesn't determine or stop you. It breaks you in lots of pieces. It's almost like the saying of when a storm comes, you don't hide and run. You look at the storm in its face and say, I'm ready.
Because of you, people affected by MS have access to the information, connections, and support they need to move forward every day. And they get what they need to overcome the everyday challenges of living with this disease.
The navigator picks up the phone and I say, I don't know why I'm calling you, but I need help. And we ended up staying on the phone for about an hour and a half. And it wasn't any one thing that she said. It was the idea that she conveyed a message that I was not alone.
Together, we've made important strides to improve access to healthcare for everyone living with MS. More than 5,000 MS activists joined our ranks this year and contributed to reaching out to federal, state, and local lawmakers over 6,500 times. They advocated for policies that increase access and affordability, like pharmacy benefit manager reform, airline accessibility, and MS research funding, and helped 29 bills become state law.
I'm an MS activist because when I was first diagnosed with MS, the only thing I remember from that conversation, my mind went blank. All I heard was multiple sclerosis and no cause and no cure. And I felt so powerless. Living with MS is a constant reminder of how important it is for people with disabilities to be able to access the resources that they need to stay healthy and to survive and thrive in the world.
New prevalence data released this year proves that anyone can get MS. A better understanding of who gets MS will ensure earlier diagnosis and treatment, and keep us moving forward on the journey towards health equity in MS care.
The thing about MS is there's no discrimination on age, gender, racial groups. It affects everybody.
Because of you, we're reaching out to those in our movement whose voices haven't been heard and creating space to share stories and connection through common experiences. Because of you, cures for MS are closer than ever.
The thing that strikes me is that we're using the word cure, and that was never used in the past before about MS. And I think it takes real courage to say, we're going to cure this disease, and there's so much will to actually make it possible.
This May, 200 global leaders, experts, and people affected by MS from 15 countries gathered at the first ever Pathways to Cure Global Summit to accelerate global collaboration and shared investment in cures for MS.
MS is diverse from a clinical perspective, from a scientific perspective, and also from an institutional perspective. So it really takes all of us to come together and to think how we can all join our efforts on the different levels.
This year also saw the creation of the first ever Global Strategy Group for MS Cures that includes leaders from the largest MS research funding organizations across the globe. Because of you, this group is working together to coordinate investments to maximize impact to get us to cures as fast as possible.
What we really hope for Pathways to Cures will give people hope that we are working as hard as we possibly can, bringing the brightest minds and the smartest people together who care deeply about solving multiple sclerosis. And together we're going to get there.
This year, our collective efforts have led to incredible accomplishments. Thank you for being a part of this journey. We couldn't have come this far without you.
Definitely would love to thank anybody that's involved with the society, involved with helping try to find a cure.
You have no idea what a difference you're making. It could just be a couple dollars for you, and it could be something insignificant, but it actually accumulates with everybody else's, and it does make a difference, and it drives more resources and more opportunities to be able to help other people like myself. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Cyndi Zagieboylo, President and CEO of Your National MS Society. I'm so glad you're joining us for this special event. You're here because you're helping to power progress, to make life better for people with MS today and move us closer to our ultimate destination, a world free of MS. You saw some impressive accomplishments in the video we just watched. I want to share a few more that I know you'll be proud of. In 2023, more than 150,000 people walked, rolled, cycled, climbed, ran, or hiked a collective 2.7 million miles to raise funds and awareness for MS. You rallied your personal and professional networks to donate, and some of you assumed the important role of a team captain. We love our team captains, and we love our volunteers who make events happen. 440 district activist leaders covering 2/3 of congressional districts developed relationships with key legislators. These dedicated activists build our influence with Congress and the White House and in state legislatures around the country. They forge connections, make inroads, and ensure the voices of the MS community are heard like a steady drumbeat all year round. Their persistence makes life better for people affected by MS. Volunteers serving on boards of trustees, the National Board of Directors, community councils, and CEO advisory committees invested more than 55,000 hours of their time to advance important work for the Society. They work tirelessly behind the scenes to make sure our organization is effective and strong. With a disease like MS, connecting with others can make all the difference. In 2023, more than 30,000 people connected with others who understand what it's like to live with MS. They connected online and in person, sharing experiences and lifting each other up. And some of you joining us today are a vital part of that work by leading your own MS self-help groups, lending your time and talent to create space for meaningful, supportive conversations that help people move forward. Many of you played a role in making our Dinner of Champions, Together for a Cure luncheon and spirit events a huge success. Whether you served in a volunteer leadership capacity, purchased a table or ticket, or raised your paddle, you helped raise more than $15 million. You gave personally and you gave generously. Many of you pulled out your credit cards this week for Giving Tuesday, and thanks to you, we're nearly at our goal of $500,000 as we continue to tally the results. That's incredible. Our foundation and corporate partners helped us move the needle through generous grants and sponsorships, and by rallying their employees to raise funds and volunteer. Whatever way you gave this year, know that your generosity helps make sure every person with MS has information, connections, and support to move their lives forward. Every person with MS can connect to an MS navigator for one-to-one support whenever they need it through their journey. Every person can connect with others who get what they're going through and find solutions for all the challenges MS throws their way. Every gift you give makes that possible. Some of you joining us today earned special accolades this year. Our 2023 Inspiration Award winners moved us with their passion, creativity, and perseverance. You saw one of our honorees earlier. Congratulations to Sonia. Among this incredible group, we have people who went above and beyond to raise funds and awareness and advocate for positive change. They made life-changing connections within the MS community. They helped to shape the next generation of MS specialists. They inspired us through art, music, and film. And all of them have given so much of their lives to making the world a better place for everyone affected by MS. One of our inspiration honorees, Tom McFarland, sadly passed away just a few weeks ago. Tom photographed events for the Colorado-Wyoming chapter for the past decade, capturing beautiful and inspiring images that will be with us forever. Tom recently said, "Helping even in the tiniest way to find a cure and end a disease in our lifetime, it reinforces and validates my view of life that things change on this planet by people who work together, address a problem, raise the money, and fund the research." We also want to recognize our lifetime giving and fundraising honorees who hit major milestones this year through extraordinary financial leadership and generosity. The Circle of Philanthropy honorees featured here on the screen have given or raised $500,000 or more to bring us closer to a world free of MS. This remarkable group has collectively raised or given about $10 million to advance our mission. Thank you and congratulations to our Circle of Philanthropy honorees. Moving on to our Circle of Distinction honorees, these very special donors and fundraisers are fueling progress in big ways. Each of them has cumulatively given or raised an impressive $1 million. It takes considerable effort to hit this huge milestone. What an amazing feat. And two of our honorees, John and Chris Bradley, reached Circle of Distinction status this year through generous, game-changing gifts. The Bradleys stepped up as lead investors of both the Pathways to Cures and health equity initiatives. Their kindness will have lasting impact on this important work. A big thank you to all our Circle of Distinction honorees. We are so grateful to you. And I want to talk about our staff. I know many of you have the opportunity to work closely with society staff to move our mission forward, and you see how incredible they are. And there are hundreds of others working behind the scenes, helping to ensure we are effective and impactful in everything we do. They are passionate, talented, deeply committed to changing the world for people with MS, and they inspire me every day. Not only do they work incredibly hard every day, they are also fundraisers, just like so many of you. In 2023, through Team in Motion, Society staff raised nearly $500,000. I'm so proud of them, and I know you all are too. The power we have when we come together is undeniable. It takes all of us contributing in our own unique ways to power progress. It's important to take time to celebrate all that we've accomplished. By measuring our impact, we know we are doing the right work and moving the needle. Our progress inspires us to keep pushing forward. Because we must continue this momentum. There is so much to celebrate, but we have big work ahead of us. Every day, people receive the life-changing diagnosis of MS. Each of them starting us at square one of their MS journey. We can celebrate that they will live better lives with MS because of all the advances in treatment we've helped power. But for too many of these individuals, it took too long for them to find a doctor who would diagnose them. And others who haven't even reached the point of knowing they have MS struggle too, because they don't yet know that those strange, unexplained symptoms are the signs that they have MS. We must do the work to change the healthcare system so these people can get their diagnosis and move forward with a treatment plan that is right for them. We have more therapies to slow the course of MS, but many are experiencing ongoing disease progression, and they are losing ground every day. We must continue to tackle this challenge. More solutions and resources are available to live well with MS than ever before, but today we understand the reality that the MS experience varies greatly. Inequities in our healthcare system are preventing many people from getting what they need. That's why we're investing in health equity, to make sure everyone can get what they need today and be ready for tomorrow's cure. Yes, we have more to do, but I know we can get there. You have made it possible to get where we are today, and it's because of all of you who will get us to the end. Thank you. I hope you will continue to lean into the places in our MS movement that ignite your passion. We have accomplished so much, and we will accomplish even more in the months ahead. Powered by your hearts and minds, we have a big year ahead of us as our most committed supporters. I want you to be among the first to get a sneak peek of what's in store for 2024. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know I'll see you again soon.
This is an exciting time for the MS movement, filled with promise and potential. And your unwavering support has been instrumental in our progress so far. We are honored to have you by our side as we embark on the next phase of our journey. Let's look at some of the new things coming in 2024.
The new Walk-In MS experience was so uplifting. It was participatory amongst the whole entire crowd, seeing that all of us are coming together, not only for that walk day, but for every day.
The new Walk MS experience was amazing. Seeing everybody hold up their signs and say exactly who they are and how they're part of the experience.
It's good to get an idea of how many people out there are actually supporting. Not as many with, but the support around it. Just knowing that there are people out there that care so much.
You see 3,000 people raising all those circles together and come to say, we're gonna fight this thing with you, no matter how long it takes or what it takes.
I'm excited for this to roll out everywhere. I think people are going to enjoy it.
A cure is on the line for me.
For me.
A cure is on the line for all of us.
NationalMSSociety.org is the world's leading source of information about multiple sclerosis. And right now, big changes are underway. In the spring of 2024, the Society will launch a new website that will make it easier for people to find the information, support, and connections that matter most to them. A thoughtfully designed experience that puts the needs of the MS community top of mind. Every design and navigation element will meet rigorous accessibility standards. People with MS have been a key part of this work every step of the way through interviews, focus groups, user testing, and surveys. Over the course of this project, more than 8,000 people from the MS community have provided input and offered perspectives to ensure a powerful new digital experience for everyone affected by MS. And together, we'll continue our relentless pursuit of cures for every single person affected by MS.
You know, I think we're living in very exciting and hopeful times. I think that so many things are happening around research on MS. We're making progress on so many fronts.
I am excited about the progress we've made so far. It's really remarkable considering how much we've been working on this for so many decades. The progress is accelerating so much. I'm excited about what is yet to come and the pace of the work that's moving forward.
So it's been very gratifying to see how the world has embraced pathways to cures. To me, this is the beginning of the end of MS. We're going to look back on as a milestone that is, I think, the last chapter, the beginning of the end of MS.
As a movement, we are on the cusp of truly remarkable advancements that will change the world for everyone affected by MS, and we can't do it without your continued support. Hi, I'm Sarah, and I have been living with MS since 2012. As a longtime Walk MS fundraiser, I had the opportunity to see the new Walk MS experience come to life at one of the pilot locations this year, and I am so excited for everyone to experience it all across the country. I'm going to redouble my team recruiting and fundraising efforts to make 2024 our team's best year yet. Thanks for joining me today as we've celebrated all we have achieved and look forward to what's next. I can't wait to see what we do together in 2024.
That was so great to have an exclusive first look at some of the exciting things to come. I can't wait to see the new Walk MS come to life near me, and I know the new and improved website is going to make such a difference for all of us. And we should all check out the resources shared in the chat to learn more about our research progress and the other discoveries on the horizon. While you're there, take a moment to share what you're looking forward to in 2024. What is getting you excited to keep our movement pushing forward? And if you're anything like me, you probably can't wait to share what you've learned tonight with your team members and supporters. The video wrap-up for our 2023 impact from earlier is being posted on the Society's social media channels for you to grab and share right now. You can help us spread the word about what we've accomplished together and build our momentum going into the new year. Keep an eye on the chat where we'll post the social media links for you to click through and share. We are so thankful for your contributions to our movement. And we also want to extend one more thank you to our event sponsor, Genentech. This year, our collective efforts have led to incredible accomplishments, and I can't wait to see what we're going to accomplish next. This is truly an exciting time for our movement, filled with promise and potential. Your belief in the mission and your continued support creates meaningful and lasting change for everyone affected by MS. Thank you for being here today and for your important role in this journey. Let's keep pushing forward for ourselves, for each other, and for everyone we love who is dealing with this disease. Together, we are stronger. Together, we will change the world for everyone affected by MS.